Thank God we're early in the morning because by the end of the day my yahoos are pretty limited, but yahoo for 100 years of Calgary Stampede. I'm Brian Pincott, I'm the councillor for Ward 11 and I'm here in Braeside at the Braeside Stampede Breakfast.
Alright, so let's get some of the fun out of the way too. First, how many Stampede event or breakfast have you been to this Stampede, 100th anniversary?
This year so far, this is day 2 and this is my 6th breakfast.
Wow, that's a lot. So we are talking about the bridge.
Yeah.
I love the bridge, the Calgary Peace Bridge, the $25 million bridge. You were telling me some very neat information. Can you?
Yeah, well, I think that, I mean, just looking at what we were trying to achieve with the bridge, which was supporting people walking in the downtown area, supporting people who lived on the other side of the river, obviously walking to downtown, and supporting that kind of growth. That's exactly what the bridge is there for. Interestingly, one of the things, I mean, the bridge has been open, what now, 4 months? 4 months. We had planned, sort of estimated that there would be about 4,000 people a day using it by this point. There's over 6,000 people a day that are using the bridge right now.
Mm-hmm. So let's stay on that point for a moment.
Sure.
So the bridge itself was there to serve a purpose, right? The purpose was the surrounding community and reduce traffic. What was that?
The purpose of the bridge is to support the people who are walking and riding their bikes now, but also to accommodate future growth in that area. Because we know as a city that to start growing economically sustainably, first and foremost, we need to get more people living closer to downtown, more people living closer to where they work, and a lot of people work downtown. We have a plan to put another 6,000 to 7,000 people living just across the river from downtown. How are we going to get them to downtown? We have right beside, people criticize the Peace Bridge because it was right next to an existing pedestrian bridge. That existing pedestrian bridge is already at capacity. It's a narrow bridge, it is completely at capacity. And we're seeing that by the fact that we've got over 6,000 people a day that are using the Peace Bridge right now. 3 months in. 3 months in!
And there's some additional unexpected use and in a good way for the bridge, right?
This is a thing that I don't think any of us could ever have planned for, because sometimes you can't plan for these things. It has become not just a bridge that people use to get from point A to point B, but it has become a public place, a public gathering place, where people are going down to the bridge to see it. They use it on a walk downtown, just for a Sunday walk or whatever. But they're also using it as a place to get together. There are buskers that use the bridge now, who busk in the middle of the bridge. The other night I was downtown, I was going home at about 11 o'clock and I thought I'd swing by the bridge, and there was a band, it was a 5-piece band busking in the middle of the bridge, and there were people dancing, using it as a public place. Those are the kinds of things that I just look at and I go, it adds so much more than just a bridge to get from point A to B, and that is things that you just can't plan on.
Yeah, that seems really cool. Any unruly behavior or like people drinking on the bridge or anything like that?
I haven't seen any, but there's some of that happens downtown all over the place. There were a couple of issues of tagging right at the beginning, and they were removed quickly. So in the end, no, there's nothing out of the ordinary at all with that kind of stuff.
Right. So finally, let me close on. You're talking about the night view of the bridge. I've never been there at night.
Yeah.
So what's it like? And should I go?
Well, I'll betray a little bit of my background. I was a lighting designer before I got on City Council, so I look for lighting. I look for how things are lit. And I look at the bridge, and I think it needs to be experienced at nighttime as well, because of the lighting on it, the way it looks, the way it feels to be in it, but the way it looks coming up to it. The lighting is quite something. So I do recommend to everybody to go to a restaurant and then walk across the bridge after going for a nice meal and experience it at night as well.
Right. Some of my friends still are not liking the 25 million price for it.
Yeah.
But well, there are additional benefits. And like
exactly. And you know what? A plain lump of concrete bridge there would have cost about $18 million. in our downtown, along our signature river, is a place that we want to do beautiful things. So we paid a little bit extra to get a really beautiful bridge, a bridge that is going to be used by everybody, a bridge that actually people do come. We're seeing it already 3 months in. People are coming to check it out, to see the bridge. When they're coming to Stampede, they're coming to see the bridge as well. They make a point of going there. That's good for the businesses that are around the bridge. The businesses that are around the bridge right now are booming. All of those things are really good for our economy. All of those things, to me, says that the whole thing makes complete sense.
That's cool. So for the 100th anniversary of Stampede, can you give me a yeehaw or yahoo or whatever you say?
Well, thank God we're early in the morning, because by the end of the day my yahoos are pretty limited. But yahoo for 100 years of Calgary Stampede.